Hello guys, so today I'm going to be engine swapping my snowblower. So this is the old Tecumseh engine, which has dozens of issues, and this is a new Predator 212, which you guys all know very well. So Predator 212 on an MTD, I think it's 524 or 5/24 machine. Recently I was I just kind of cleaned up with the sanding wheel. Some of the rust spots, you can kind of still see the indent where the paint's lower, but I'm cleaning that up. And the machine's great overall. It's just kind of in rough shape. I got this unit for free from someone who just didn't have a need for it. It didn't want to keep pulling the damn engine to make it start. I already went through the carb, got a new carb, did all the whole stuff with a Tecumseh, trying to live that life of keeping this old engine running, because these Tecumsehs are fantastic engines when they're running great. This one you can see new carb. Right now I think I could make it work, but the governor spring and springing stuff on here is being temperamental, and I don't like it anymore. So the Harbor Freight had a sale. Picked this guy up for I think 119, a little over 100. At the cheapest, you can get these at sub 100 at like $99, but I need it now since I can do this project now. That's been my whole kind of philosophy. If you can do it now, do it now. So that's basically it. Predator 212 should bolt up there, and all the pulleys and stuff should go on the same shaft. This comes as a 3/4 shaft, and this is a 3/4 shaft as well. I haven't actually tried to hold that over there yet to try to go on, but it should logically. I just took off this little cover plate, same bolts here. I'm literally just going to take the bolts, take the plate, move them over there. It's a direct engine swap, and I think the only thing I'm losing is kind of the location of the governor controls, or the throttle control. It's here. This cut actually cuts your finger. I'm sure there was a different unit here previously from the factory, but it's kind of screwed up now. So the plan right now is swap all the components over to here, fill this thing up with conventional oil, not synthetic, run a break-in period, and then be able to hook up, then I'll hook up the belts and make it all run. But right now I'm just going to use it actually as a test stand to break in the engine. So I got all the accessories swapped over from the Tecumseh to the Predator. Everything bolted up great. Even this bracket here clears in the ways which I wasn't considering initially. And obviously the engineers that made this engine thought this all out, but there's essentially zero clearance. They can probably snag a piece of paper between there, but it clears and there's no warping behind there. So that's all good. This guy bolts on, anti-seized up. Now I got to go get the notorious, I think it's 5/16 by 24 thread pitch rather than the standard thread pitch. What's the standard thread pitch? Let me see. Got my little bolt kit here. So this is my SAE bolt kit. We can see 5/16 by 18 and then 5/16 by 24. My 24 that I have in here is not long enough. I do have a pretty decent kit I've been building up just from every time we scrap something around here. I just collect the bolts, and works pretty good. We got like normal threads and then fine threads. So most times I can come in here and grab, like some of these are obviously low quality Phillips for like stupid stuff. But then every once in a while you end up with some nice like GM hardware or something. That's not saying GM's nice, but you get it. Nicer than a bed frame from Amazon. But everything's swapped over great, and now I need to get the bolt, and then maybe I'll go get some more M8 hardware to bolt it down, just because I like metric. So I'll get some nice long M8s to bolt to the frame, which is still drying, but should bolt right in. And the crank snout length are the same. So this is, I think it was 1 1/4 and 1 1/4 or something. I guess I got it right here. What did I say? 2 1/4, yeah, 2 1/4. 2 1/4 shaft length. So that's equal here, and there's a spacer on there. So I just transferred everything over as is, and I think it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go get that hardware, come back, let that dry, and then maybe get this guy mounted up and broke it in. Got all the pulleys swapped over, got the Predator mounted up, went out and got the right bolt and the crank snout, got that thing on. Right now it's running without belts, so it doesn't sit there and just wear a hole in the belt. After this break-in, I'll do the oil and then get the belts hooked up. And then that'll be the final show off. So here's what it's looking like with all the pulleys mounted up. I did have it running and I did test all this and it was nice. It's much faster now. I think that's just because the RPM is higher, because this motor's actually running right. Traction drive all works, everything all lines up. Only new things I needed in this case were just the crank bolt, because I don't know if it came with one. If it did, I didn't find it, unfortunately. but crank bolt, and then just the bolt to mount it down, which I already had. Just because I ended up using M8 by 35 millimeter with a nylock and then washers on both sides. The braking period is apparently about 20 hours or 3 hours of labor, or 20, I don't know, something, whatever. But so still got some time on it. I'm gonna throw this nice little cover on it so it looks back to OEM, and then we'll be good. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll maybe throw in a clip of this thing ripping. All right, so here's the final walk around of the unit. It's all assembled. Got the covers on and the bottom cover on. Looks very, very stock. Only issues, I think, in terms of clearancing and interference. This is the Hemi model, which I didn't select. It just came, so can't complain. Or I can complain, depends. I'm not modding it, I don't care about the aftermarket. But engine's cool, and that's all mounted up. Only issue, I said, is that interference of the little auger director, and then just clearance that to be able to take the cap off. That's pretty much it. It's meant to be.